Now we're going to take a look at the top 5 breakups which have been heartbreaking not just for the two people involved but for us as well as fans. And starting up with the top of the list is this power couple, and we're talking about Hrithik-Roshan and Sussanne Khan. अब जहां बात आती है ऋतिक और सुजैन की, ये माना जाता था कि these two have been childhood sweethearts and have been love ever since they were in college together. और दोनों की शादी 2000 में हुई थी and they were always seen as this power couple and the media loved seeing them together. They were seen at parties, they were seen at events, at functions, and they have 2 kids from their marriage, Ridan and Rehan, and these 2 kids are basically the center of their universes. Unfortunately, 2013 में after a 17-year-long marriage, they decided to part ways amidst all the controversies with Babra Mori and then Kangana Ranaut. And finally, the marriage itself is what took a beating. But having said that, they still decided to part ways amicably. और Sussanne और Hrithik ने ये maintain किया है that they will come together for their 2 sons. और जब भी कोई function है या family vacation है या फिर बच्चों को बाहर ले जाना है, they're always seen together. They're seen happily. So it's clearly a fairy tale relationship that unfortunately ended, but they're still seen as good friends. This is Hrithik-Roshan and Sussanne Khan. Now, after this heartbreaking separation of Hrithik-Roshan and Sussanne, this next duo who had been giving couple goals to all of us is ArbaazKhan and Malaika Arora. Now, these two got married in 1998 when the two of them were the hottest properties in town. Malaika Arora Khan was at the top of her modeling career और Arbaaz Khan ने तो Bollywood में कदम रख ही लिया था and he had become the talk of the town. Now they went on for 20 years and unfortunately in 2017 they filed for divorce and mutually separated. Now having said that, they did have a mutual and cordial separation and do come together even today for their son Arhan. अब उस टाइम पे बहुत सारे rumors थे और बहुत सारी controversies थी इस relationship के around, and ये माना जाता था that the reason for their breakup was the involvement of Arjun Kapoor with Malaika Arora, and there was a lot of talk within the media and people were questioning the the validity of their marriage and the validity of the relationship with Arjun Kapoor and Malaika Arora at the time. But having said that, Malaika still maintains a very good relationship with the Khan Khandan. She's seen often at Arpita Khan's house. She's seen often at every family function and get together of the Khan family. So still a very important part of the family. Now the both of them didn't speak for a very long time to the media और ये clarify नहीं किया था कि क्या हुआ था. And finally, Arbaaz Khan opened up about his divorce with Malaika on a show, and this is what he said. Everything seemed fine, but it crumbled. Things didn't work out, and it's only fair that 2 people who want to take their life in their own hands will take that decision. And then when asked about whether he would recommend marriage to other people, he says, "Of course I would. This institution has gone on for hundreds and thousands of years. It's like if you know that you're going to die, you won't stop living. Of course, the times are changing. Even in the past, people didn't get married." And then, of course, there were rumors around the fact that Arbaaz Khan was dating Georgia Andrani, and that became official along with the fact that Malaika Arora is openly now and officially dating Arjun Kapoor. So this went on for a while, but both of them seem to be happy, and we are just happy to see this power couple becoming power couples with other people and still maintaining cordial and dignified relationships. Now guys, breakups can be rough, especially when they're in the public eye. Now Ranbir-Kapoor and Katrina Kaif had first met on the sets of Ajab Prem Ki Gajab Kahani. Now during this time they started dating, but the relationship was kept hush-hush, nobody said anything, but eventually the media and the industry found out about them being together, although they never made it official and never gave any statements. But then again, I mean, we all knew it was happening. They eventually got a house together and done it up really sweetly and happily, and it was called their love nest. Now when their relationship ended after 6 years, the fans were hugely disappointed, and it was also a big talk in the media जहाँ पर बहुत सारे allegations आ रहे थे, बहुत सारे rumors आ रहे थे, and eventually it was found that it was Katrina Kaif who really wanted to be in a more committed relationship, and Ranbir Kapoor was not ready for this, which was apparently the reason for their breakup. Now having said that, Katrina and Ranbir stayed mum about it for a very long time until recently Katrina gave an interview and she spoke about what she felt during the breakup. और इस इंटरव्यू के दौरान कटरीना ने कहा, I had to break before I could proceed to rebuild myself. I had to unravel and feel everything that had happened. I had to take full responsibility for my part in the equation. What I could and should have done better, and accept the parts that I was not responsible for were not my fault. And then she goes on to say, one thought that helped me when I was at my lowest was something my mother told me. So many girls and women go through the same thing. You feel like you're alone, but you are not. And that thought was very comforting. Well, it was comforting for Katrina at the end of it. And of course, Ranbir Kapoor, ab to ye sabko pata hi hai that he is in a very happy relationship with Alia Bhatt. And they seem to be really cute and be giving all of us couple goals. But on the other side, Katrina Kaif hasn't really spoken about anything that she's doing with her personal life. Rumors are कि वो Vicky Kaushal को date कर रही है. But again, there's nothing official. But the good news is that the two of them seem to be interacting well together क्योंकि Katrina और Alia काफी अच्छी दोस्त हैं and they seem to be, you know, spending time with the entire group together at parties. We don't know exactly what their relationship is, but we do know it is cordial. Now, there have been many other separations of the last decade, but this next duo that separated came completely unexpected and took us all off guard. We're talking about Farhan Akhtar and Audhana Bambani. Now, Farhan and Audhana were married for 16 years, had two happy daughters, but unfortunately one day decided to announce that they were separating. Now, rumors were that Farhan Akhtar was having a scene with his then co-star from Rock On 2, Shraddha Kapoor, but the two of them came out and refuted these rumors. And then eventually, Farhan was also apparently seen a lot with Aditi Rao Hydari, which again was apparently baseless. And then finally, Audhana and Farhan came out and made an announcement saying we are separating on mutual and cordial terms and we're happy to be associated with each other and we're happy to be in touch with each other. And they still come together for their daughters' lives and their functions and all of that jazz. And they are seen together at family events as well. And then now, more recently, Farhan Akhtar has made it very open that he is seen TV host and presenter Shibani Dandekar, and they seem to be really happy together. So obviously, Farhan has moved on. But speaking of Audhana, she has moved on as well. And just before her 50th birthday, she put out a poem on her Instagram account, and the poem read, I just love that I'm turning 50, that the lines on my face tell a story. I just love that the father of my children is a good human being and that my new lover is a patient one. I just love that I'm climbing this mountain, that I continue making new friends and cherish the old ones. And then she goes on to explain how she is so happy with her life and how much she loves everyone that has interacted with her. Well, we did love Farhan and Audhana together, but unfortunately that didn't last and shocked us all and made it to our list of top 5 breakups of the last decade. Now, when this couple came together for the first time in 1998, the whole country was up in arms and celebrating because we are talking about the hottest, the supermodel of her time, Meher Jaisia, coming together with none other than the hottest hunk on the block, Arjun Rampal. And if rumors are to be believed, Arjun के bedroom में एक poster हुआ करता था of Meher Jaisia, and he used to be a fan of Meher. And eventually, when they finally did meet, sparks flew and they decided to get together. They got married, and after 20 years of a very, very beautiful marriage, they decided to mutually and amicably separate. The first fallout happened with Shah Rukh Khan when Arjun decided to hike up his fees on the advice of Meher for the film Ravan, and that left Shah Rukh Khan miffed. And then another fallout with Karan Johar with We Are Family, again citing the same reasons of hike in fees thanks to Meher, again was a reason for their dispute. And that's when cracks in their marriage started to appear. And then there were rumors of Arjun dating various people, including getting involved with Suzanne Roshan at the time, when she was still married to Hrithik Roshan. And apparently there were lots of friction between Meher Jaisia and Suzanne Roshan. And they were seen at a party having a certain kind of disagreement over Arjun Rampal. But Arjun and Suzanne both refuted their relationship and settled that dust very quickly. But unfortunately, things didn't seem to be getting better from there. 6 months before their official separation, Arjun packed his bags and moved out of the house and lived in a hotel. And finally, when they decided to separate, they made this official announcement. After a 20-year-long beautiful journey filled with love and beautiful memories, we would like to share that all our journeys have different paths. We feel that it's time for us to move on to different destinations henceforth, and they did indeed. But fortunately, they still share a cordial relationship and do come together for their two daughters. It's often seen that Arjun Rampal is spending time with his daughters, which is great and heartfelt for us to see. We don't know much about Meher Jassia, but Arjun Rampal seems to have moved on with South African model Gabriela Dimitris, and they actually have been blessed very recently with a beautiful baby.